This is the third in a series of 7 videos called Esoteric Leadership. And we're using Sufi principles made known to us through the 7-word system to understand the 7 different strands of energy that are present in every situation, always. And a leader has to know about these 7 things to do the job impeccably well. The third strand, shall we call it, is to do with the word thanks in a 7-word system. And it relates to the plane in Sufism of love, harmony and beauty. So the name for this in the commercial world is shine. If there's a project, they want to make sure that it's done in such a way that people will like it. They will feel some sense of inspired elegance has arisen by the process of creating this project, and that's called shine. It's not often given the huge priority that is given to cost benefit and other factors, but the better leader, the more enlightened leader, takes shine into account. And we certainly must, if we're to be spiritually aware in what we do, because beauty has a tremendous effect on so many factors. It's a soft power, and therefore not so easily registered. We can't measure it really, not fully anyway. And it has to do with the sense that we have of elegance and harmony and beauty. When we do something, that's what we're trying to create. Now, of course, what is considered an elegant outcome would be very different according to the type of leader we're talking about. An accountant would consider beauty and elegance in a set of accounts well balanced, most particularly if they show a profit. Whereas a production manager would want the product to be well made, good for purpose, efficiently designed, That would be their sense of beauty. A marketing director would consider the firm's image, the kudos that he can bring with him because of the name of his company, So we've got all manner of different ways of registering how we particularly experience elegance and beauty. And it's different for us all, of course. And that has to be just understood. So the leader who is trying to create that outcome where everybody feels good, it looks good, it feels good, we're proud of it because it's nice. Very simple feeling, but we want to produce something as a team where we feel, I did that, I feel good about that. And this is attained when the attention given to the team and all of the stakeholders too, actually, but let's just concentrate on the team, is of a certain quality. And we could say heart-centered. It would be true to say that at the highest level, but you can actually attain the expression of thanks on a first level. We start with the word appreciation. One of the 4 keywords for thank you is appreciation. Now, appreciation is that which raises in value. It's the opposite of depreciation. So when you offer somebody your thanks, your compliments, your appreciation, you raise them. But equally, you raise yourself. This is the wonderful magic of this particular mystery, that giving thanks actually not only doesn't cost anything, it raises the giver. And it certainly raises the receiver. So what is it that we are actually trying to do when we show appreciation for our team? On the one level, you can say, as a team, I appreciate you very much. Thank you all. Great. right, that's fine. It's helpful, I suppose, up to a level, but it's not the optimal expression of the principle. What actually works really well is if you particularize the thing for which you're showing appreciation. That can be for a team, can be for an individual. It's very powerful for an individual to receive specific praise for a specific job well done. So the reason why is because it shows clearly that we have noticed that they have done it, that they did it well, that it was a necessary part of everything that needed to be done, all of those things. And that proves that you're noticing, you're giving them the attention that they need, not only just for being, but also for how they are being and what they are being and the level of commitment that they're bringing into their work. You're appreciating that. You notice and you say that you appreciate it. So you're not churlish about it. You're all embracing. You're not saying, I take the credit for everything that happens in this team. That's not what you're doing. You're saying, we're doing this together, and that particular attainment is for you. You know, you've done that. We appreciate that you've done it. That makes a huge difference. That's much better than generic appreciation for the team. Now, something different from appreciation is valuing. Whereas appreciation is a general sense of thank you. Valuing is saying very specifically, this is what you're worth to me. And if we do not reward people in a way commensurate with their input, then disharmony will arise quickly. We have to pay people what they're worth if it's a job involving money, or offer something which is equal in value to what they're offering to you. Now, in a job where you're paid, on top of the salary, there are other aspects of reward, such as privileges and kudos. Very often a title will attract somebody into a job more than the salary, to some extent at least. So recognition of the person's value does not only have to take place in terms of the paycheck. There's this other important aspect, the soft power aspect, where recognition of their dignity, their sense of self-worth, their willingness to do what's necessary as long as they are accorded appropriate respect, the title, the privilege, the kudos, these things make a big difference. So the value that we give to a person has to be a reflection of the value that they give to us. Now, the third aspect of this mystery is giving. And this goes one beyond everything contractual. It's starting to turn the equation into something very deeply personal. So it's not so much what it costs, it's to do with the level of intimate knowledge that the leader has with the team. So maybe in one example, they could wish them happy birthday so that it is known that they're aware of that. That's maybe a little bit trite, but you might be able to talk to them about their personal life. You know, you get to be familiar with what's going on for them at home. When they leave you, what happens then? When they go home, what do they have to deal with? They could have hugely difficult life circumstances at home. You need to know about that, and they need to know that you care. So giving that quality of attention separates you from being a business-like leader, from being a human, you know, somebody with a heart. And the gifts can be gestures of affection as well sometimes, you know, humour and so on, just to make everyone you're working with know that they're safe, know that they're liked, and the sense of being able to relax is completely normal. So when you give of yourself, of your own time, of your own level of attention, when you give on that level, it is felt on a much deeper level than any money that you can put in a paycheck. So when we come to the final keyword for thanks, this is love. And there are different types of love. Love isn't always sentimental. In fact, Sufism would say love is never sentimental. And the kind of love that does develop between people that work together on a creative project is real, and it's lasting. And the personal aspect of that is that you inevitably become fond of the people that you're working with. And that can be a very profound level of respect, a constancy of respect, that everyone in the team knows that come what may, people will behave respectfully towards them. That level of mutuality, of respect, is a strong foundation for the development of love. And then, as I've said, the giving gestures, this supports the human interaction. And we find that love is a many-splendored thing. It's to do with sharing a vision together, knowing that you're going to stay together until the job's done, appreciating the time that you spend together. And, in a working situation, that can be a substantial part of your life, can't it? So love is to be felt, and the leadership has to include that. The leader has to know love for his team, or her team.